Hi everyone, my name is Shruti, and so today I don't have any book because not able to keep up with reading past few weeks, but it is sort of related to reading and my understanding of it. So one thing I think that is constantly um, is that this constantly coming up in a conversation with my friends, colleagues, and my siblings, my teenage sisters, and my parents, and that is the word judgment. तो आई थिंक हम लोग भी बहुत टाइम से लाइक वी आर जस्ट अफ्रेड टू यूज द वर्ड जजमेंट और anywhere we put this disclaimer, please don't judge me, yeah, I don't care if you judge, I don't give a fuck and all of that. So I think this word is most seriously abused word and so out of context used, and people are just मतलब ये क्या होता है ना, loop में use होता है just because the mass is using it, so you are also using it, and people don't know the actual use, the meaning of the word judgment. So I see nothing wrong. So of course I had been also doing this, but then when I analyzed this, like, what is the meaning of this word, I stopped using it, and now I use it very consciously whenever I'm yeah, again, whenever I'm using this, because yeah, I mean, words are very powerful, and it can just trigger anything. So लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं कि अरे I, so and I have uh, and I find it very hard to believe when people say अरे you can tell me anything, I don't judge. I think think I find it very hard in my experience to believe if people say that they don't judge, because turns out they judge a lot. And again, matlab, I mean, it could be out of context because they're trying to show you that okay, you can tell me anything, I'm free flow and all of that. But I think the word judgment in my dictionary, it means to use your brain to analyze the information that you have received. That is it. And people use judgment like, don't judge me. It's like, why are you using it negatively? It is because it is coming from a place of insecurity and weakness and lack of information. That is why you use the word judgment, okay, don't judge me. But I think so you should judge, you should use your brain, you should judge. That is how you make decision, that is how you process the information, that is how you put forward your perspective, that is how you understand things. So you should always judge, and if anyone says that you are judging, say yes, I am judging you, because that is how I'm using my brain to process the information that you have given me. That is it. Now if you agree with me or you don't agree with me, that is another issue. But then not putting a disclaimer that don't judge me, this is wrong, because again it is coming from a place, the person who is telling it, don't judge me, that is coming from a place where where you yourself don't know what, or you don't trust the other person with whatever information that you are trying to share. So if you don't trust, तो मतलब don't say ना, don't reveal anything to that person. That is it. That is it. That is as plain as it could get. So yeah, this is my understanding of this word. You should use. You should judge. You should judge it every aspect of your life, because there is a difference between uh, judging positively and negatively. Most of the time we use this word negatively के भैया मतलब I am afraid to put forward my opinion in the world, to the world, because I fear judgment. अरे यार, औरों का काम भी तुम ही कर दोगे तो मतलब और क्या करेंगे. So there is this famous quote कि if you also think what other people are think about you, then what will other person think about, and like उनका काम भी तुम ही कर लो, तो भाई तुम्हारे बहुत ही काम है, तो I mean take the work, and if it is benefiting your brain somehow with so much of mental pressures, good. So yeah, this is like literally my rant. about the word judgment, and I'm very thankful to all the people in my life and my friends especially who have um, with whom conversing them has helped me understand this. Um, you should judge, you should use your brain जो भगवान ने दी है, जो यूनिवर्स ने दी है, कि to make judgment. So I think the trigger point for me today making this video is like, always I was always having this conversation off camera with my friends and my parents and brother कि क्या यार judgment है, like हम इतने judgmental क्यों है as a society, because it's just that we don't have access to information, that's why we use this word so negatively. And if it again अगर कोई negative भी है, so you have to pinpoint ना कि what are the aspects जिससे you can take the negative aspects of it which you think are negative and put it to a constructive use. So that is how you're going to benefit it na. So I think that is, so Aj I was talking to my sister, is a teenager, and then she was narrating a story, but then she was like, "Arey, I'm not able to say this because I fear the judgment." I was like, "Bhai, तुम teenager हो, मतलब please abhi se don't create all these walls around you which will make you so difficult to break once you um step into a late teenagehood." So I was like, I was my heart was like कि यार तुम ऐसा मत बोलो, मतलब if you are thinking now कि अरे I fear judgment, people will make fun of my accent or the way that I pronounce or the way that I think, I think I was just too shocked to hear from her that this is the way that she thinks. She is fearing the judgment so much. So I was like कि यार तुम, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पीपल डोंट केयर सो मच, हम लोग ही हवा बना देते हैं, अरे यार ये जज करें, एंड फिर टर्न्स आउट कि people don't even judge on that, they judge you because of some totally different reasons. So अगर ये people का responsibility है to judge, like बता के ही दे दो ना, तभी जज करेंगे, और फिर then if you keep the opinion to yourself then it's blocking your mind so much, like this, like one of the, like I think this is the outcome के जो मैंने भी ऐसा बोला कि I was just keeping this POV to myself so much, and now अब just फट गया है, अब just like घड़ा भर गया, तो I mean just उतार ही दो, like गिरने दो, बहने दो, sorry. So yeah, I think judgment, this word, I think we should normalize that, especially for our next generation and also for ourselves. Like next generation का क्या बात करो, हम लोग अभी ही इतने effed up हो चुके हैं कि we just don't want to share, and somehow we are just so judgmental about such topics that insinuate us so quickly, कि ऐसा कपड़ा पहन लिया, कोई ये कर लिया, वो कोई वो बोलते हैं, totally taking things out of context. So I think we should not do that. We should, that is why I think one of the ways to overcome that judgment is read a lot, and read differing point of views, and talk to people who are more matured and people who don't share the same point of view, so that we understand other person का point of view, because then there is no confirmation bias. क्योंकि अगर हम एक ही हिसाब से सोच रहे हैं, एक ही like यूनिडायमेंशनल थिंकिंग हो रहा है, तो ब्रेन को न्यू इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं आ रहा है ना, वही घिसा पिटा, एंड देन you are cocooned in a shell, and it becomes boring, and then you again, and if you are met with a challenge, you so as we grow old we are less resistant to change. So yeah, I mean that is why अगर वो डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन का थ्योरी अगर पढ़ा है, तो मतलब पता चलता है ना कि जैसे लैगार्ड्स होता है, फिर जो भी 5 stages वो होता है, आई मीन यू कैन गूगल इट एंड रीड अबाउट इट. सो दैट इज़ वाई पीपल, जो हम लोग के पेरेंट्स होते हैं या ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स या जो भी हम लाइक एल्डरली, that is why ना कि अब now they are more acceptable to this whatever new technological revolution. If you are taking example के parents लोग like now they are becoming more acceptable to the change, touch screen phones वगैरह वगैरह, हम लोग की दादी and all of that also. बट उनके टाइम में वो लोग रेजिस्टेंस टू चेंज बिकॉज ऑफ द कल्चरल डायस्पोरा, बिकॉज दे लैक्ड एक्सपीरियंसेस. नाउ हम लोग की दादी लोग कितना जल्दी स्मार्टफोन्स को एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है, क्योंकि कल्चरल ऐसे हो गया ना, क्योंकि उनके जो फ्रेंड्स है वो लोग एक्सेप्ट कर लिया जल्दी, अच्छा आपके पास स्मार्टफोन नहीं है या आप यूट्यूब पे ये नहीं देखते हैं. सो आई थिंक मतलब मेरी दादी के साथ तो ऐसा ही हुआ कि उनकी कोई किसी की उनको उनकी फ्रेंड के उनकी फ्रेंड को किसी ने मतलब उनके किसी ने क्या, उनकी फ्रेंड को उनके बेटे ने स्मार्टफोन गिफ्ट किया एंड शी वाज वाचिंग यूट्यूब वीडियोस, तो वो मेरी दादी को बोली. तो माई दादी वाज लाइक अरे मुझे भी यूज़ करना है. सो शी वाज वेरी क्यूरियस टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाउ दिस थिंग वर्क्स एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो या आई थिंक दैट वाज अ वेरी लर्निंग कर्व फॉर मी. एंड या I understood a lot. So that has shaped my perspective about this as well. So yeah, I think again this word judgment, I think you should all judge objectively. Again ये बहुत important होता है. You judge objectively, and you judge objectively. We can't, okay, also this, we can't not judge emotionlessly. ठीक है, if you're judging you are using emotions as well. It's not like अरे यार हम robotic हैं यार एकदम से we'll make a very scientific decision without any emotions and all of that. You have to use your emotions, so you have to be comfortable with that. So again I think it's very important कि judge objectively, use your emotions to make judgment also. So you can't say कि अरे यार if I'm making a career decision so it will not be emotional, या एकदम SWOT analysis वगैरह कर लिया. तो yeah, think judge. And please if you have and learn to take different point of views as well. And if you find someone who is afraid to share their opinion with the world because they fear the judgment, it is your your responsibility के motivate नहीं. If you just tell them that it is okay to be judged and judge. It is because that is how you are going to shape your opinion. अगर आज आप गलत हैं तो आप उस गलत से आज नहीं अगर सीखा 3 दिन बाद सीखेंगे. इवेंचुअली अगर आप गलत हैं तो आपको रियलाइज होगा कि हाँ भाई हम गलत थे. सो यू आर गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन इट. एंड या आई थिंक I have learned a lot of through this judgment when I have judged people, when I was judged in return. So yeah, I think that has shaped me a lot. So yeah, I think judge shamelessly, judge everything. Why is the color? Uh, why is this colored like this? Why? Try to find out the why. And yeah, judge objectively, and just improve your judgments. I think that is the one of the most important skills that you can have in the 21st century. So yeah, yeah, that's it. That was the so judge me, and I'm open to judgment. Make sure that it is not hurtful. That is the only checklist. It is not hurtful to the other person, and yeah, as long as that is that, good to go. Yes.